If you want to scale your multifamily investing business, the most important thing is setting up your business correctly, having an organizational chart to know who does what within your business. So today we're going to show you exactly how to do that. Hey guys, Clay Rockwood. Thanks again for joining in on the channel. Today I have my business partner here, Brian Martineau, and this is actually his first time joining one of our YouTube videos. He's kind of behind the scenes in a lot of what we do, but today we're gonna go over how to set up your organizational chart for your multifamily business, right? This is so crucial to set things up correctly up front and understand who does what and what responsibilities get delegated to who, right? So before you even dive into anything else in the business, it's important to understand how to set up your business so that it can function properly and you can set yourself up for success. So I'm gonna turn the time over to Brian. He's gonna show you how he set up the organizational chart.
Okay guys, so for every business that you own, you have to start out with an organization chart. Whether you and a business partner or just yourself, you really should create an organization chart just like this and fill in all of the different responsibilities of the organization. So Clay and I, we own a few businesses together, but today I'm going to specifically talk about our multifamily business that we own, which is called SOAR Capital. So the first role that you're going to need to have within a business, you're starting out solo, is a CEO, right? You are going to be the CEO of your own company. That's inevitable, right? So you have to have a CEO of a company, and that is the visionary to your company. He kind of sets the course for the company. He kind of creates the path for where it's going to go, right? Next, you have the COO. Now these two guys, your CEO and your COO, you're going to be wearing both hats when you're starting out this business. The COO, he's the integrator of the business. You're going to notice that there's going to be some other roles that they answer to the COO, okay? And the first role is marketing. So your marketing coordinator is going to oversee 3 other roles. Now these roles can be third-party vendors or they can be in-house people as well. But we have ours for our company, we have it set up to be third-party vendors. Mailers, cold calling, broker, relationships. Okay, so the marketing coordinator oversees 3 marketing channels: mailers, cold calling, and broker relationships. I'm not going to go into detail about how we've hired these third-party vendors to oversee these, but just know that the marketing coordinator oversees mailers, cold calling, and broker relationships. And then everything that happens here, he's responsible for producing a certain amount of leads every single week to the COO. Next, after that, let's say we get a deal under contract, or we have a deal that comes through as a lead. It's then the responsibility of the sales department. So that's the next role and responsibility for the company. We're gonna call them the sales director. All right, so your sales director is going to oversee your acquisition managers. He's gonna oversee the underwriter, and then he's also going to oversee the transaction coordinator, or what we also call a due diligence coordinator, okay? So briefly talking about these 3. So again, we got the marketing. We market to direct to seller, we market to brokers, we try and get deals to come through the pipeline. These acquisition managers are the face of the company. They're the ones that talk to the sellers, that talk to the brokers, and then once they get a deal under contract, it then gets passed over to the underwriter, who then determines if the deal is a good deal or not, that we want to actually move forward with. From there, the transaction coordinator is the one that's going to be overseeing that this deal gets to the finish line. We don't necessarily like the title transaction coordinator because they're more of a due diligence coordinator, making sure that everything regarding due diligence is proper and appropriate. And all 3 of these people answer to the sales director, and then they answer to the COO. Okay? And then the COO answers to the CEO. So once the deal is purchased, it then goes over to the role of asset manager. Okay? Now the asset manager is a really big role within the company because they oversee the property managers, but also they oversee the project managers. Okay, so the property managers, you guys know what those are. These are the people that oversee making sure that we're collecting rents from the tenants, that tenants are qualified to rent in the property itself. But also, they oversee the project itself, okay? When we buy a property, most of our properties are value add type properties. So the project managers, they oversee the contractors and making sure that we're, staying in budget and completing the project in a timely manner. But then once the project is then completed, it then gets turned over to the property manager to make sure that, tenants are paying and everything like that. There's a lot more that could go into this organization chart. For time's sake, I just wanted to make this brief to help you guys understand that, for a multifamily acquisition type of company, this should be something, it doesn't have to be exactly like this, but it should be something similar to what I have here as an organization. And remember, if you don't have a team yet, which is fine, obviously, if you're starting out as a one-man show, you will be wearing all of these hats. And then obviously in each one of these roles, you're writing down the exact responsibilities that each one of these have into an operations manual. And then you can then start hiring and replacing yourself in every one of these. And it starts with an organization chart. All right, guys, and if you guys want more in-depth kind of material like this, of stuff behind the scenes, drop a comment below. I'd love to make more videos like this to show you guys kind of the behind the scenes of what it takes to run a multifamily business.
Thanks for watching. Hey, if you feel like you don't know where to start or how to find deals, I have created a multifamily marketing system to help you generate off-market seller leads. This also includes the scripts that I use, actual recorded calls with sellers, and case study archives. And as a bonus, I'll throw in a masterclass on how to find deals straight off the MLS. So click the link below in the description to go ahead and get started.